Thank you very much. I would like to talk about not only the problems, what the opportunities and what the solution we could find for the future of Europe. This conference on the future of Europe is a timely democratic exercise. As you heard already, if Brexit was about the EU, it was to mute the progressive agenda of the European project. When the people of Scotland voted to remain in Europe, we meant it. Trust us to continue to promote the outward-looking internationalist European values. These values are firmly at the heart of our vision for Scotland. This conference is needed because we are under attack. We are under a populist attack. Politics doesn't stand still. We either go forward or we go backwards. This conference is a way forward for all member states, including future member states. Scotland is a future member state. No doubt about it. Let's start by Scotland, then other parts of the United Kingdom will follow. Voters said a long time ago, we look to Scotland for all our ideas of civilization. One innovative idea we have developed in Scotland is to enshrine into law the democratic participation of all people living in Scotland, wherever they come from, whatever their nationality. Would it be fantastic to also include the contribution of all the people living in Europe to this conference, not only EU citizens? In Scotland, our devolved institutions are based on European laws. The foundation of modern Scotland comes from the EU. Scotland is looking forward to contribute to the debate as a future member state of the European Union.
Mr. Puigdemont for 1 minute.
Dear colleagues, when we ask ourselves about the future of Europe, the first thing to solve is which role should we give to citizens. If we don't solve it, in a few years, with other MEPs, the same debate will have to take place and it will be a defeat. Do we want citizens to be uninterested, passive, distant, or on the contrary, do we want that their voice really counts and they can participate directly in European democracy? I don't only refer to the elections of members and senior positions, but to habilitate mechanisms in order to participate in debates and decision-taking. We must update the governance of our democracy. The insatisfaction that runs through Europe, it only benefits Europhobic populisms. There is a real basis that justifies this dissatisfaction. The alternative cannot be the temptation of Euroscepticism. The future of Europe is not for conformists or skeptics, but exigents.
Mr. Puigdemont, will you accept a blue card from Mrs. Montserrat?
Yes.
Madam, you have the floor.
Europe is a political project based on the rule of law and the supremacy of law, and it's a community of peoples that Spain belongs to. Europe is the antidote to destructive nationalism. If you've fled from justice and stole from the state now, what we are talking about is applying the law. Immunity is not impunity, and nobody is above the law. When will you be bold enough and brave enough to face... The speaker is cut off.
Sir, you have the floor.
Señora Montserrat, yo creo que usted...
Ms. Montserrat, I think you should respect the rules of this Parliament, and you should recognize the fact that prevents representatives, in particular members of this Parliament, to when it comes to the presumption of innocence. I don't know exactly which court you're talking about, which crime you're speaking of, to make such claims in this House. So should people respect the law? Of course. And the Mr.
Tajani, for 1.5 minutes.